Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hive channel. My name is Kacper and today we will be going through my first place 3v3 deck profile. So recently myself, Reese and Ben, who were my teammates, went to the 3v3 in Blackburn. We played 4 rounds of Swiss and we came first place. I went XO for my team and my matchups were as follows. So I had 2 Dracotel branded, 1 Dragon Maid Dracotel and 1 Pure K9. So me and Reese were both playing Pure Mitsurugi, best deck, and Ben played Vanquish Sword K9. Now, me and Reese were both playing a very similar list. It was card to card difference, which I'll explain later on in the video. But before we start the deck profile, there are a few shoutouts I'd like to give. So shoutouts to Team Hive, everybody there, love the lot. Shoutouts to our sponsors, which are Asters World, ultimatetcg and Zenbooks. Use the code down below in the description for 5% off on all your TCG needs. Shouts to everyone at Gemini Games, they're all a lovely community, especially you, Tom. And then also shouts to Corey, my best mate, who lent me some cards to be able to play the deck. Well, specifically the side deck, but also to play the main deck as well. But yeah, let's just get straight into the deck profile without further ado. So, playing Pure Mitsurugi, one of my favourite decks of all time. We're going to start off with the Ritual Monsters, so we opted to play 3 Habakiri, 2 Murakumo, and 1 Futsu. Now, Habakiri is just a 1-card starter, which gets you into your Sagi, which then gets you into your Ritual, which is really insane, or prayers, depending on if you open Ritual, like I do. Murakumo's insane for its Regeki effect on summon. It's also insane for its discard negate, so you either discard a card or the effect of that card is negated. And then Futsu's really good for recursion on your monsters, so every time your opponent special summons a monster, you target a reptile monster, Mitsurugi monster in the graveyard and special summon it. No, reptile, sorry. But yeah, it's really insane, and I think all this is mandatory. You definitely play Murakumo too. You definitely do not play any less than that. So moving on to the little guys that we play in the deck, we opted to play 1 Sagi, played 2 Armasa, 1 Kusanagi, and then we did play the brick. So Nightingale Serpent is really good. Although it's a brick, it can also help you with your link fodder, and it could also help you with your rank 4 XYZs. It's really good for that. Kusanagi helps you with recursion, so when it's normal special attributed, it can target a Mitsurugi card in graveyard or banishment and add it back to your hand, which is really good for follow-up, or it's good just to add back for consistency. Armasa, which adds you a Mitsurugi monster from deck to hand. So you can add one of your level 4s, you can add your Habakiri, or you can add like your Murakumo or Futsu, depending on what you need. It's really good as well. And then Sagi adds a Mitsurugi spell or trap from deck to hand. It's really good because all the Mitsurugi monsters share the level 4s, they share a effect where if reptile monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can tribute the level 4s instead, which means if you hadn't already activated the level 4s effects, you can activate them in the battle phase, which is really crazy. Or if they were being destroyed as well, and then you can get their benefits that way, which is really insane. We did opt to play the 1 Wosu, which you could also search with Armasa as well. So Wosu's kind of like a kaiju, so essentially you tribute 1 in your hand, and then you tribute 1 monster your opponent controls, which really helps with like Lunalight, big monsters, or anything that's unaffected as well. It's essentially just like a kaiju, and it's really insane, hence why I like playing Pure. Moving on to the spell lineup, we are opting to play 3 prayers. We are also opting to play 3 ritual. Now prayers and ritual are both mandatory. And then we also did play free pre-preparation of rights with the mirror. All of these are just mandatory. So prayers is really good just for consistency reasons, and it's also good for the grind game. You need ritual spell to be able to ritual summon your monsters. Mirror can tribute summon from hand or grave by tributing from hand or field as well, which is really good. And then pre-prep gets you into your mirror plus your Mitsurugi monster as well, which is really good. Especially when you're trying to search Abikiri and pre-prep's the only thing that you've opened. But usually you open prayers and the pre-prep. Moving on to the other two cards that we do play for the Mitsurugi engine, we do play the Magitama, which is really insane. So it tributes like one of your little guys or one of your big guys in case you are getting hand trapped, like Veiled or Impermed or something like that, and it's a free pop. But also you can ritual summon, which is crazy because it's a quick effect ritual. So when I used to get like debarriered, I would flip this on their turn and then just ritual summon that way, which is really insane. And then Pot of Prosperity is there just for consistency reasons as well. I really love the card. There are a few cards which we usually get rid of going first, which I'll show you later on why we play them. And then moving on to the hand traps, we play 3 Ash Blossom, we play 3 Mulcharmy Fualos, we play 3 Droll and Lockbird, we play 2 Nibiru, we play 3 Imperm, and then we also opted to play Dominus Impulse. Now, Dominus Impulse put in the most work last weekend. It was really insane against Dracotail specifically, because I drew 2 and I always had 1 for the other turn. Mulcharmy Fualos also did put in the work. I didn't see Nibiru being used as much, but it's really good for the rogue matchups just in case you get like heroes or something. Droll's always insane, especially in the mirror. Like in the Mitsurugi mirror, it's really, really good. Ash Blossom's always good for the traps, and it's good just to negate like the Dracotail cards and whatnot. Imperm didn't really come up as much, but it's a card that did come up over the weekend. It stopped a Malulu fusion and it was just really good. Yeah, there's not much to say on the hand trap lineup other than I'd probably swap out like the Imperms for Bells or something like that, maybe. Moving on to the side deck. So we are opting to play 1 Shifter. Shifter is just really insane, this format. Like against Dracotail or against any deck that is relevant with the graveyard. It's just really insane. We are also opting to play 3 Phantasme, so for like Malice or for like Yumi, just because they have links, which means we can draw cards off them, and Phantasme is really insane. We are also opting to play the Callby. So Callby is in the side just because I preferred it. I didn't really like drawing into it going second, just because it could have been a potential hand trap. So I decided to chuck it in my side deck for the event, so I could side it in case I was going first, or if I knew what my opponent was on, I'd always side it. So like, just in case with like Dracotail, when they activate the Phynema to fuse, you can just call by it, and it's really, really good. We are also opting to play more hate towards Dracotail and any deck that likes the graveyard. So we are opting to play 3-dimensional Fissure, which is just really good. It did come up, in fact, this weekend, and it really made branded Dracotail players struggle a lot, just because they need their monsters to hit the grave to be able to get the sets off them, or to be able to get the add backs and whatnot. It's just really good. And then just in case we were trying to break boards, I do have cards in my extract for Ultimate Slayer. Ultimate Slayer was really, really good this weekend. It was really, really, really optimal, and I got a Garura draw off it. I also did a Aggregator negate. It was really, really strong, especially when you're trying to break through your opponent's board. And then just in case just to help with that in case your opponent does activate like monster effects. You can thrust into it as well, which is really crazy, or you can thrust into like your traps if you're going first. So I played Black Goat's Laugh and the Great Purification. Now Black Goats I didn't really side as much, I didn't feel like I needed to, or when I did I didn't see it. And Great Purification is just really good because it tributes one of your ritual monsters, and then you get the ad off it as well, so it's good for additional follow-up, and it's really insane. Moving on to the extra deck, we are opting to play 1 IP, 1 SP, 2 Dynamondo, which I just think is mandatory. So in the end board, you usually have IP, which you can use into SP, or if you're feeling very funky, you can go into Dynamondo as well. Protect your Dynamondo for being destroyed by a Regeki, and then end up tributing it anyway to summon the Murakumo, which will blow up your opponent's board anyway. So for our rank 4s and Xyz monsters that we're playing, we are opting to play the 1 Gallic Granite, just to be able to search Nibiru, and it's Slink Fodder. We're playing Evil Swarm Nightmare. So against like K9, when I had this guy up on board, if they went like Lantern, target one of the K9 monsters, special summons it, and then I just booked them both, it was really, really strong against the K9 matchup. Tornado Dragon was really good just for spell and trap pops. I did actually go into Tornado Dragon once and use it for the pop. It was really good. Light Dragon Agnister was a card that I really underlooked, because basically it could just pop a monster your opponent controls, and it's really, really good, especially when it doesn't target. Dugares was really good for the draw 2, discard 1, and also was really good to boost for game as well. It was really nice. Unfortunately, I didn't go into this much, but I understood why I could play it. So Dingirsu can just send a card, which is really, really nice. And I didn't really need to go into it, but it was good to just have as a play, which is really insane. And then last 5 cards of the extra deck, which are all Ultimate Slayer targets. So you have the Aggregator, as I explained earlier. Valon did not really come up, although the face down pop would have been really nice. Garura came up for the draw 1, which was really insane. Aldorentes, again, say it serves the same purpose as Valon, just a pop. And then Herald was there just for like Yummy, so in case I had to shuffle back like the Synchros or anything like that, I could dump the Herald, search like Habikiri, and then start my combo that way as well. But yes, that is it for the deck profile. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button down below. Make sure you subscribe to the Hive, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.